Hello and welcome to Science Bus Weekly, your go-to source for the latest scientific discoveries and updates from around the world. Today we have some exciting news to share, from space exploration to ancient history and even the animal kingdom. So sit back, relax, and get ready to be amazed. First up, we have some stunning images taken by astronauts on board the International Space Station. They show a unique view of the aurora from space. The aurora is a natural phenomenon that occurs when charged particles from the sun interact with Earth's magnetic field and atmosphere. The result is a spectacular display of green, purple, and red lights that can be seen near the poles. The astronauts captured these images using special cameras that can detect different wavelengths of light. They also used long exposure times to create these beautiful trails of color. Next, we have some exciting news from Egypt. A hidden corridor was discovered inside the Great Pyramid of Giza. It may lead to the actual burial chamber of Pharaoh Khufu, who built the pyramid around 4,500 years ago. The corridor was detected by using cosmic rays, which are high-energy particles that come from outer space and penetrate through solid objects. By measuring how many cosmic rays pass through different parts of the pyramid, researchers can create a map of its internal structure. The corridor is about 30 meters long and runs parallel to the Grand Gallery, which leads to another chamber where Khufu's sarcophagus was found empty. Moving on to some fascinating research on animal magnetism. A study found that every animal on Earth may have the molecular machinery to sense magnetic fields, even us humans. The study focused on a protein called cryptochrome, which is involved in regulating circadian rhythms or biological clocks. Cryptochrome can also act as a magnetic sensor by reacting to blue light and forming pairs of molecules called radical pairs. These pairs can be influenced by magnetic fields and affect chemical reactions in cells. The study showed that cryptochrome from various animals such as fruit flies, monarch butterflies, pigeons and humans can all form radical pairs in response to blue light and magnetic fields. Now for some unusual behavior from an orca or killer whale. According to scientists, a female orca appears to have adopted or abducted a baby pilot whale. It's the first known case of its kind. The female orca belongs to a group that lives in New Zealand waters and feeds mainly on fish. The baby pilot whale belongs to another group that lives in tropical waters and feeds mainly on squid. The scientists observed that the female orca carried the baby pilot whale in her mouth for over 2 hours while swimming with her own pod. They don't know why she did this or what happened to the baby afterwards. And finally, in an exciting and successful mission, NASA attempted to deflect an asteroid by crashing a spacecraft into it. The mission called DART or Double Asteroid Redirection Test aimed to change the course of an asteroid called Dimorphos by hitting it with another asteroid called Didymos at high speed. Dimorphos orbit around Didymos, as they both travel around the Sun together at about 21 kilometers per second or 47,000 miles per hour. By changing Dimorphos' orbit slightly, NASA hoped to test whether this technique could work for larger asteroids that might pose a threat to Earth in the future. The impact occurred on 24 November last year, and NASA recently confirmed that it changed Dimorphos' orbit more than anticipated. According to their calculations based on telescope observations, Dimorphos' orbital period around Didymos decreased by about 10 minutes. Which means it moved closer to its parent asteroid by about 1 kilometer or half a mile. This is more than twice the expected change and shows that DART was very effective in altering the asteroid's trajectory. Our final story for today is about a study linking blood levels of an artificial sweetener compound to heart attack and stroke risk. The science behind this study is complicated, and more research is needed to confirm the findings. However, it raises important questions about the safety of artificial sweeteners and their impact on our health. That's all for today's episode of Science Bus Weekly. We hope you enjoyed our stories and learned something new. Join us next week for more exciting updates from the world of science.